us in reading about the Bible story in 30 days. Today's reading is Genesis 11 through 12:9, and the devotion is taken from verses 12:1 through 3. If you've not read this passage, please stop now and do so. Well, besides God's promises to Eve in Genesis 3:15, the promise to Abraham in Genesis 12:1 through 3 is the first time that we come back to the idea of a Savior from a particular family. If you'll notice in these three verses, Abraham is told that God will bless him in 5 different and distinct ways. First, God will make him a great nation. This comes through his son Isaac and grandson Jacob. It is through this family tree that Israel becomes a nation and becomes pleasing and a blessing that God had promised to Abraham. Well, secondly, Abraham himself will be a blessing. Now, this was played out in a number of scenarios. He was a blessing to the king of Sodom, as well as the other kings who were captured with him, and then Abraham rescued them. He was also a blessing to Lot, who he told to make a decision as to the land that he wanted, and that Abraham would leave immediately from that area and not disturb him from that. Third, God said that he would bless Abraham. Well, in addition to the blessing of having a massive family tree, Abraham was blessed financially and materially and spiritually. In addition, he was blessed with an incredibly long life and a fairly good family that cherished him. Fourth, God would curse those who cursed Abraham and bless those who blessed him. This has occurred both during Abraham's time and as an extension on those who have tried to harm his family. When kings moved in battle against Abraham, they were defeated. Abraham was a mighty man and God was his strength. Today, as Israel is an extension of Abraham, they also hold on to that promise that if somebody curses them, those people will also be cursed. The latest example of that was in Germany during the Second World War, but it's also playing out in the Middle East today. Fifth, and finally, through Abraham, the nations of the world will be blessed. Well, because Christ is a descendant of Abraham on his mother's side, he has blessed the entire world through his death and resurrection. Now, Abraham plays an integral part in our walk as believers. Even believers who are approximately removed from Abraham for roughly 400 years. Abraham plays an integral part in our walk as believers. Even believers who are approximately removed from him for 4,000 years.